My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Okay, welcome back to the studio. Just getting an update on the betting for race number 5. And the 5th race on the card is a 64 handicap. It's over 1,800 meters. And the race is going to run at 1450, 10 to 3. And at the top of the boards is number 7, Miss Lila, 33 to 10. So a fairly weak-ish favourite. Raheel, when I looked at this race, I studied it quite aggressively. When I say studied it quite aggressively, there are a couple of horses that I've put a line through. I think they're going to battle, or they've been costly to follow, or they were recent maiden winners. Not to say that they can't win, of course. I'm expecting a huge run from number 1, Fashion Enigma, because that post-maiden run was encouraging. 2, Miss Missouri is returning from a long rest. Sean Veal's ridden her once for 1 win, so he'll be looking to keep that record intact. She came from the absolute clouds last time to beat Zenobia Princess, and to be able to do that, you've got to have some ability. Duquesne Whistle, I'm battling to catch her right. She, just when you think she's going to win, she throws up a howler. So I'm battling with her a little, so I want to see that she gets a bit more consistent. My first choice is probably going to be the favourite, the weak first choice, Miss Lila for Garth Puller and Messrs. Pillay and Khalil. Sibasisha Schlengwa knocks 4 very valuable kgs off this Lingari mare's back. And she's consistent and she looks to be the obvious choice. 8, Roy's Rock has also got a chance. So, yeah, I think 4 or 5 horses are needed for the pick 6 in the 64 handicap where the average rating is 58. Do you see it differently?
I'm gonna try and go lighter in the other legs because I want to play the field here, Warren. It's extremely difficult, and especially if I'm tipping a horse at 14 to 1 in the market in the form of Reckless Love, where you've got most of the field ahead of bar 1 run, and that's Amber Glow Star. So Reckless Love, penultimate start, not the best of rides from Donald Geertsen on that occasion. Then last time out she took on a stronger company. It was a Fillies and Miss 76 handicap. Not disgraced, beaten 4 lengths. She's now dropping in class to a 64 handicap where she's going to be way more competitive. She's been on a mark of 55 for her last 2 starts. And I think with Calvin Habib back aboard, aboard this time out, a more senior jock, I think he could just extract the best out of Reckless Love. She's a horse that she's yet to try the 1800 meter trip, but she has been placed over 1950 if we go 3 runs back, when beaten behind Mel's Princess at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. She's got 55.5 kgs on the back, and I think at 14 to 1, she just represents the value in this lineup that doesn't seem to have the strongest of form. So I think she'll run well. Fashion Enigma must have a chance, especially after the way she won a maiden. Then she followed up with a nice post-maiden effort. American Style, Keegan Mello does stick with her ride, but whether she's going to be good enough to win straight out the maidens, I'm not convinced. Then number 9, Bellstar Buster, I think one to include into the mix. 9 to 2 in the market. Muzieni gets back aboard, and she's a horse that has dropped 1 point after that last start when beaten behind Let It Snow. The distance could just be the key with the 1600 meters, possibly on the sharper side, but I think 1800 meters is going to suit her right down to the ground, and I think she could be competitive for her.
Just with regards to Reckless Love, I'm having a look at the stats before we wrap up the 5th race. The statistic that reads between Calvin Habib and Wendy Whitehead, he's had 37 rides for the stable, 6 wins, 4 seconds, and 6 other places. So that's a fantastic strike rate between Calvin and Wendy. Wendy's firing. What's her last 30 runner statistics like?
30 runners for 4 winners, 5 seconds, and 7 thirds. Bang in form, Warren.
Yeah, bang in form there in the money. Yeah. Raheel's found a little bit of value for us at around 14 to 1 Reckless Love. He stated his case. Now that's left is for you to go and have your bets.
good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together. And to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.